the Butthole Podcast.
Welcome to the Butthole. It's your chance. Do your dance at the Butthole.
It's the bit.
Check it out.
I mean, if the last thing I ever saw was an alien, I'd die happy.
We just want to say before this thing starts, thank you so much to our loyal listeners, and here you go with another great Butthole podcast. Brought to you by Star Lamar, Brandon, Gage's Rage, and Scott on the Butthole Podcast Network.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Butthole Bit. I'm Scott.
I'm Scott.
I'm Scott.
I'm Star Lamar.
I'm Star Lamar.
I'm Gage's Rage.
Go Tigers.
That was Brandon.
The Brandino.
Hi, Brandino, over here. What's up, guys? We've been hanging out for like an hour now.
Yeah, letting her rip.
You know, I will
Our
I
say,
smelled down here a little bit.
The GoPro hasn't, though.
That fucker's dead again.
I know. It's
what's wrong with it? You said the battery lasts 5 hours, dude. I said it would get us through 2 casts, and you're like, oh, it'll get close. It didn't even get us through 1 cast.
SD cards last for 2 casts at least.
Oh.
Batteries, not so much.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That is the biggest load of shit, though,
I
in my
know.
mind. GoPro they thrive on doing things outdoors. What do you not have outdoors?
Power.
Power!
To charge your fucking batteries.
Like, you would think these batteries should last 6 fucking days.
I got a conspiracy theory. I think Star Lamar.
Don't put your goddamn finger down. Do not point at me like that ever again.
Star Lamar is the reason GoPro batteries are so fucking shit to save his social media presence. Because, man, if we had video of that last segment, man.
It wasn't that bad. It was shreds.
You had a few.
It was shreds.
It only took us 1 year of podcasting to get a truly animated Star Lamar. And all it took was a finger point.
That goddamn finger down.
Of
People
course it was
don't like
Gage
being pointed at.
Of course it was Gage's Rage that pulled it out of him.
We've been going at it for quite a while, and it's just coming to the simmering boil we needed.
Oh, brother.
If you want to get 4 grown men on a podcast yelling at each other, you just got to talk fantasy football.
Start pointing fingers.
I mean, you can talk Minneapolis riots all you want, politics all you want. We'll be cordial as hell. You bring up fantasy football, oh, it's on.
It's on
Like that time Star drafted Devontae Adams and we had to start our whole league over again.
Because he was pissed because it was an auto draft.
Stat correction, when a fake person under Star's name drafted Devontae Adams. That's when we had to stop it. And it was not my fault. It was because the NFL football app, which is a low-grade piece of shit app compared to ESPN and Yahoo. I don't know why. It's just NFL's got less letters in it, so you dumb fucks want to use it. Something like that. So I made my original account 3 years ago with an email and a password that I no longer remembered. I had to go through the process of making a second account that still works for it with a new email that I currently use and a new password, and it wouldn't let me draft under that login. It was like there was 2 owners of the team, but I can only draft under the original one, which was the problem. And I probably would have made the playoffs if I had Devontae Adams. So fuck all y'all, get a grip.
You know, I don't know. It sounds to me like that's a user error.
Yeah,
No, what? It didn't say you can't draft off this. We tried 4 different devices until finally I collected some brain cells and tried to remember what my login was, and I got in, and that worked fine. We just had to pause it for 10 minutes. You impatient fucks.
You're modeling your fantasy team after your favorite franchise, the Green Bay Packers, with multiple owners.
I don't even remember who I ended up taking. Le'Veon?
I could probably go back and look, but it wasn't as good as Adams played.
No, I think it was Le'Veon. I ended up trading him to
made
Scott.
The franchise trade.
Yeah.
For DeAndre Hopkins, right?
Something like that. I don't remember. It doesn't really matter.
Like we said, all you got to do is talk fantasy football, and then the hands start coming up above the head.
But
I love it.
This is the bet. So we don't try to bore people with sports is your whole life just sports during the bet.
Yeah, what we do during the bits is we pay off segments we said we would last week.
We pay them off. By the way, Brooke, just for you, you are more likely to die from cold than from heat. Checkmate.
That's true. That was
I feel like this
I'm pretty
needs more
sure. It was like
explaining.
50-50. I looked it up, but I kind of forgot what the answer was, so
But
it's
the
like
whole
one or the
butthole
other.
edged it onto the cold, right?
Fuck yeah.
Was this a poll?
what was
No, this was like hardcore facts looked up last week and then forgotten about.
What is the
Classic.
tease that Superfan Brooke was most looking forward to that we teased? Did she tell you?
She wanted to hear about your night at the Firefest, like 2017.
Oh, we'd love to
You
tell
went to
that.
Firefest?
Yeah.
Different Firefest.
We'd love to tell that, but I just can't remember it. So we'll talk about it some other time.
Probably have to be a few beers deep to remember.
You know what? We could tell the story. We got all night.
God,
The
I don't know.
I gotta
GoPro's
get
running.
home.
The GoPro's running. Stars heated.
yeah,
Let's
there
do
is
this.
a curfew I have to adhere by.
That is true. Well,
You're past curfew, bro.
yeah, bro, you're done.
Oh,
You're done,
fuck.
man.
I'm spending the night again.
Uh,
Not a rule
You'll
breaker.
make it home in 5 minutes.
the story. The story of Firefest is a little interesting just because it does involve both of us. It's just one
you know why
person's night
people
ended
are-
earlier.
Tuning into this podcast right now to have a little interesting story told to them.
That's why we'll keep this quick.
We got super fucked up.
Monaco's rock. I would
You ever had
first-
Monaco's?
I know I've heard of the place, but I don't. Is it a
It's a
pizza?
drink.
It's like a malt not a malt beverage, but it's like like a premixed tequila and
Vodka
frickin-
and a little bit of rum and
Yeah.
a splash of juice
Yeah.
so you don't taste anything.
Yeah, and
Should have assumed you'd be drinking something like that.
well, this is the catch. All they serve. Well, listen, this has a little bit of a conflicting situation here because Third Street Brewery is the place that puts out the beers for Firefest because it's in Cold Spring, and if I put them on blast like I'm about to here in a little bit, it really cuts down on the amount of butthole beer reviews I can do. Because I could do reviews on their beer, but I don't want to buy it because it's not good beer.
It'll
But
be biased.
wait,
I've
is
heard
it
some
Third
people-
Street?
It's 3rd Street.
Yeah,
But you got to back it up a little bit. Firefest is a country music festival, a one-night
Blink
event.
182.
Blink 182.
Ja Rule.
Yeah, Ja Rule's there.
NSYNC.
Aaron Carter, a little bit of NSYNC.
Kit Moore was there that night.
I believe he
We
was.
didn't see Kit Moore.
There's a picture of us dressed up as Kit Moore. In a way. Big bobblehead thing. Anyways, there's like 5 or 6 actors. See, I'm still drunk from that night.
You just said axe.
Yeah, acts. I could have just whatever.
Left it.
5 or 6 singers that come through and perform on Saturday night. Friday night, we go to our buddy's place who lives close by. He buys a keg. We get pretty drunk. Rolls over into the next day. Scott and I decide we were going to be heroes. We were going to drink all day and then roll into the night. So, I think it was
Sounds like a Saturday.
Yep.
Morgan Coke. I think
Screwdrivers.
Yep, screwdrivers. Had like 3 or 4 of them before noon. Went to lunch. Had a couple more. Made a couple more before we went out. We were on like a 6 out of 10 before we got there.
For sure.
But the booze hadn't caught up with us. So by the time we got there, we were 9 out of 10.
Definitely.
Between 7 and midnight, I think, is when we get up there for the concert. We didn't make it very long.
Just lose those 5 hours.
Well, we lost them, dude. The Monacos, I was there for an hour until I had to go home. We started drinking the Monacos. We probably had, I don't know, it's not cool to count, but we had enough. And then, next thing I remember is I had a ride home, and I was kind of puking all over the bathroom. And this is the first time I ever missed a toilet. And then I woke up at about midnight, Scott walking in without any pants on, bending over, shadow of a ball sack just hanging down about.
That's when you woke up?
That's when I woke up, yeah.
Wow.
Bad time. Really bad time.
Did he? Never mind.
No, it was
Very
clean.
service work done.
It was clean. I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Put on some pants. Tim walks in. He's like, Scott, fucking put on some underwear. Go lay down. I'll let you
When
tell
you
what
say
happened.
it was clean, what was clean?
The butthole.
His butthole?
The butthole.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna just really quick here. What is it with everybody else liking to hear other people's embarrassing drinking stories? It's like people enjoy it because you know why people enjoy it? Because it reminds them that their drinking stories, they're not alone in this drinking story world. That other people make dumb decisions too when they drink. Now, let's get to
don't.
the story.
You just don't remember.
Brandon leaves Firefest like a bitch, and Scott stays because Scott's fine, or so Scott thinks he's fine. Scott drinks like a few more Monacos, and then the rest told to me from other people. So this is me relaying the story. I guess I puked in the garbage up by the main stage a couple times. They tried getting me out of there. I wanted to stay. I wasn't having it. It eventually got to a point where I was about to get in a fight. So Matt drug me out of there. Good buddy Patches 94. Brought me outside the concert grounds. Called Tim's parents to come pick me up.
They had just got back
about an
from
hour
dropping me
after.
off.
About an
No.
hour after they brought Brandon home.
How far of a drive is this?
It's about 20 minutes, so
20
it's not
minutes.
terrible.
It's not like
No.
cross-state or nothing.
Was that
Still
like
a fucking drive.
No, they pretty much. I got out of the car and they turned around and went to go pick you up.
Was it like a half hour? This is what I don't understand. The story that Matt tells, which we all know he embellishes, doesn't really line up with the story that everyone else says.
Just get to the part people want to hear.
Yeah, okay.
What happened when we got
Get
back?
home to
Obviously,
Tim's
time
place.
traveling.
Get home to Tim's place, pass out on the floor, and I peed my pants on Tim's floor.
There it is. Say that again.
That is a preferable place for you to pee rather than where you did at
Yeah.
1 year I went to Winstock.
On your feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer you keep it in your pants.
Or that time up at Moorhead? That's
On
a
your
story for
couch?
another time.
The time on your couch in Moorhead?
When the cops were there?
Yeah, we'll talk about that some other time.
Yeah, that was a good time. That's a teaser we got to
As
pay
you're
off at
trying
some
to
point.
jump from the. We'll talk about it.
I'd call
later.
it peacefully escape. But
We'll tell that story next week.
that's a good teaser. Anyways, that's
So-
us fulfilling one of our teasers. You're welcome, Brooke.
Yeah. Okay. That's really all there was to the story. It's really not that great of a story, but we teased it.
It was
so I
a
feel like we
little
should pay it off.
interesting.
Yeah.
You got drunk and you pissed yourself.
You know the whole like.
I just told it in like 4 seconds.
Yeah. So
But what led up to it was like what really made the day.
You drank
pissed
Mike's
off your
Hard
buddy's
Lemonade.
parents.
But it was like there's Monaco's are pretty good.
I had someone bring up a butthole beef about you.
oh
to me.
man.
Hey, don't you point that finger.
I haven't watched all of the reviews. I watched the first few. I think I've only missed one.
The reviews.
The beer reviews.
Okay. Okay.
And they said that you need to elaborate. It's basically
I only have a minute, dude.
a can, but just what's it taste like? What do you like about it? What do you dislike about it? You,
50 seconds reviewing the canned graphics.
you say
And where
the
it
can
comes
is really
from."
cool. I really like this. It's from here. You take a drink and you go either that's good or I don't like it, and you give the score.
Dude, did
That
they
doesn't
not
help people if they are looking for a certain type of thing to know, like,
Oh,
that's
it's a sour beer. I like sour beers. 7 out of 10.
It's really
Bye.
sour. It's kind of sour. It's got a bit of fruit in it. Just
Yeah,
elaborate
okay, I
a
can-
little bit.
I'll think about it. But part of the
and
bit
pour it
is-
into a fucking glass, you Neanderthal. You
Here-
get nice beers and you're chugging it straight out of the can. It's not meant to. You don't get the aromas.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
fine.
know,
I'll figure it out. Good God.
If you're not pouring it into a glass, you got to shotgun the bitch.
You can talk about
Fair.
the can.
Listen here.
You can talk about
There's
how
two people out of
6.9
the four
can
of us
is.
that can't even talk about beers, okay? Because they don't drink them.
I can talk about anything.
Yeah, I can have one a day.
I can shotgun a beer.
Now, stars
I
points
actually
here.
do
I'll
shotgun
listen.
Me too.
Just one.
A day.
That's actually a fair point.
Yes. On a beer review, you actually talk about the beer.
Fucking concept.
God, you guys, you really know how to tell
Maybe
other
you
people
can
how to
have
run
a
their
score
bits.
for the can and a score for the beer. Separate.
It's funny
is the
because
coolest
I come
cans.
up with a golden idea and just execute it to absolute perfection. And then you S's and B's, we're a
Just trying to
podcast,
make
we're
you better.
explicit. You sons of bitches come rolling in, and you're like, yo, your shit you're doing, it's all whacked, man. You got to do it my way.
I'm not saying my way. I'm just saying better.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's just be honest here, though. I can't count. I think we're 6 beer reviews in. There's a lot of growing left to do, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. I think it's fair to ask that a beer review has a review of a beer.
You know, I
think
feel
it's
like you're
false
being a
advertising
little.
to at some point.
I on the other hand, when I look at video game or movie reviews on IGN specifically, I scroll to the bottom and just look at the score. So that's because I'm lazy, and I don't want any spoilers. I don't want anything ruined from the game or the movie. So I just, was it good or was it bad? And then I can make my own opinion off of it.
Yeah, so I'm saving you time because if you just fast forward to the last 3 seconds, you'll get, oh, that's pretty good, 8 out of 10. Or, oh, that's okay, 7 out of 10. It's boom, right there. Scores up. You're in. You know if you should buy it or not.
Rewind.
The can, bro. Can matters.
It's a really cool can. I really like this thing on it. It's got elephants and tusks. It's really cool. I'll give
Comes
it that.
from
Can itself is
Tuscaloosa,
7.4.
Kansas.
Oh, fuck, I got 5 seconds
Oh,
to
they-
do this beer.
Oh, hold on. Let me,
That's what it is. That's what it is. I get to a point where I look and I'm like, oh shit, I talked too long.
is it only a
But
minute because of not Instagram? Instagram, you can have it as long as
Because
you
of
want.
Twitter and Instagram both.
Twitter, you can put 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
What about Instagram?
Instagram, you
1
get
minute
that-
before IGTV.
Yeah.
yeah, IGT. So people just have to click continue watching. And then we get IGTV money, dude.
Oh,
that
so
a
I could
thing?
literally
Is that a
do a
thing?
longer
I don't
review.
know.
Yeah, but this is the catch with the 1 minute. People don't want to listen to me talk for 3, 4, 2.5, 30 seconds longer than
But
a
if
minute.
if you're talking about something that they want to know the ending of, they want to
just-
get to the score, but they want to know why the score is the
So
score.
you're
They'll just
saying
do
we
the
have to
star and
start
fast
doing
forward.
teasers in our IG videos.
Well, yeah.
Well, duh. Dude,
Honestly,
look
what
at
you
what
should do, you should crack open the can for, I don't know, visual. 6 out of 10.
Done.
That
Done.
was like 6 seconds. 6.9 seconds.
That's
we
all-
can just have all the information underneath where it is.
in really small
ABV.
lettering.
This can is amazing. You can have a whole
Yeah,
paragraph on the
but
can.
the whole review 6 seconds.
No, they're great. Just
7.
give us what they taste like.
Okay, that's fair. I
Keep
can
up
do
the
that.
good work, but make it better.
And
I'll
thank
say
you
it.
for the butthole beef, whoever gave it to us. That means somebody was watching us.
I'm gonna cry. I think
Uh,
I'm gonna do the gauge.
called
It's
constructive
Scott's turn.
criticism.
I can't
Don't
handle.
be a bitch.
I can't handle criticism at all. I'm a millennial.
Is that why I get it all? Because I
Yeah.
handle it so well.
Yeah.
So what did anybody else do over the weekend?
Grad party,
I hit
Where
up-
was that?
2.5 hours southwest, southern Minnesota,
Just a
southwestern
day
Minnesota.
trip, or did you stay down?
Day trip. We left in the morning. We stayed for a couple hours and came back. Which it's got me thinking. What's your favorite grad party food?
Okay, can we first ask what was this food? What was the food here?
Her Paige's family works in the cattle industry, and so it was hamburgers. They own their own, like, they do all their own beef, so they raise a lot of cows, and then they
Like
get them
load
butchered.
your own burger, like gourmet, freaking.
It was
Burger
hamburger,
bar?
and then burger bar essentially. You got to pick and put lettuce and tomatoes and onions and whatnot on top.
Bacon.
But that was probably
There was
real
no bacon.
fresh,
What the
like,
fuck?
Just killed that day meat.
That pisses me
Could have
off.
been,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who is a fucking burger bar without bacon?
Well, boys, we're 17 minutes in and Gage's first butthole beef. Let's hear it.
That's fair.
That's like the number one topping I want on my fucking
Dude,
burger.
You don't understand. Beef is at very high prices right now.
Yeah, well, bacon's pork.
They're a cattle.
I'm saying that they had to spend more on beef. Well,
I thought
mean,
you
they
said they
raised
own
it.
the fucking beef.
You know, semantics.
All right, now we all look like
They
assholes.
really cheaped out. No.
I think if I gotta enter my time machine and go back to when I was going to grad parties. The catered ones were always big. Everyone knew when they were catered. They had B-dubs. They had it's the barbecue.
Yeah,
place.
Famous Days.
Famous
Dave's.
Dave's. That's where you knew was going to be a big party because everyone wants to go get that stuff. But I think my favorite, if they did it right, was the pulled pork,
Oh, yeah.
which was quite a bit of them. Some more better than others, but if you have a good smoked pulled pork, get some barbecue sauce on it, eat 6-7 of them bad boys.
Get some potato chips with it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
you got to
hard to
get
beat.
the ones where they're actually like smoking the pig at 4 a.m. that day, right?
Yep, and it's ready to go by
Yep.
the time the party starts.
That's probably my favorite main course for sure at grad parties.
And cake.
You like cake?
Love cake.
You know what I am for desserts, dude? I'm a total bars guy. Like Special K bars. I guess you'd consider brownies bars probably for what I'm
Hell
saying.
Yeah.
I'd
But
say so.
Special K bars.
Or that
Way
cookie
good.
brownie mix.
Yeah.
Ooh,
or the
Brookies?
freaking the Golden Graham ones with chocolate and marshmallow and Golden Grahams. Those are the bomb.
What about lemon bars? You like lemon bars?
Love lemon bars.
They're not too bad. They're not my fave.
A good
but I'm
lemon
a chocolate
bar.
guy.
At
Yeah.
my grad party, I had Jet's Pizza, and that was fucking dope.
Thanks for the invite, Dick.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
dude, what the?
It was on my birthday too. It was pretty dope.
See, I could have came.
It was also
That's what she
Kerryon Johnson's birthday.
Yes.
Fun fact.
Yeah, he was a young junior probably in high school.
His
Isn't that
whole
weird
life
to
ahead
think
of him.
that your best friend, you're what, 3 years older than?
He was a freshie.
I think Carryon's like 22, and you're 25.
Carry on, hit me up, boy. I'll go get you beers.
I think Kerryon's older than 22.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
Okay,
been
he's
in the
Turned
league.
24.
A couple years, like 3 years, 2-3 years.
I think he's going in.
Maybe
his
he's more
third.
like 24.
Yeah. What about okay? So
96?
we got main dish. I also went to one.
22. He turns 23.
Yeah.
Shit.
When does he turn 23? You don't have to say it.
Gage, when does he
June.
turn 23?
Don't divulge your birthday.
Is it on your birthday?
People will
on
know
my birthday.
when
Okay,
you're
cool.
born then.
They
It's
can
on his
also
birthday,
look up
technically.
Kerryon
Oh.
Johnson's birthday. It's a lot easier than
That-
looking up Gage's Rage's
Okay,
birthday.
everybody.
greatest
Kerryon
day of the
Johnson,
year.
running back for the Detroit Lions, shares the same birthday as Gage, but we're not going to tell you Gage's birthday
Yeah.
so that you don't know when his birthday is. But it's the same as Kerryon Johnson's, running back for the
We're
Detroit
birthday
Lions.
buddies. We share the same day, but it's not the same year. I'm way more experienced in football knowledge than he is, obviously.
Fair.
That's fair.
Fair.
All right, where are we at here? Star, side dishes, are you going?
I was going to mention one particular one that had a taco bar, but they had like it was like shredded chicken was in one crock pot, regular beef, super spicy beef, and steak. And so they
Oh.
had like all the options. It's like you're at a Chipotle almost, and you went through.
That beats the
That
shit.
specific one was awesome. I've been to some ones that had taco bars that it's mediocre. You can tell they're just trying to feed 100 people.
Yeah, the walking
This
taco.
one was like
Yeah.
awesome. Like I tried all of them too. They're all great.
I'd go to town on that chicken. I love a taco with not beef. You know, a pork or a.
A chicken taco,
Chicken
is
taco.
very good. I was just talking about that today, actually. Chicken tacos are my favorite tacos.
Have you had pork tacos?
Carnitas?
Yeah,
No.
What
they're
about barbacoa?
No.
Barbacoa is awesome. Love it.
barbacoa is where I've had pork there before. There's also a place called.
Barbacoa is shredded beef.
You're kidding me.
Oh.
it's an option at Chipotle.
Sounds stupid. I don't go to Chipotle.
All right, really quick, everybody. Which do you prefer, Qdoba or barbacoa? Star, you're first.
Qdoba's good.
Frig off, Rick. What's the place with the machete? I told you about it so many times, Brandon.
Oh, the Joe Rogan Experience Studio.
And just like how you said, the machete.
I'm sorry, I'm fucking cultured and have a bilingualness to me.
It's like,
That's the Gage-uendo of the day. The
he said machete.
It's the machete. That's what it
There's
is.
a machete.
Are you saying like
what you
machete?
and
It's a machete, yes.
It's what you may use
But
to
when
butter
you're
your bread.
saying
You're
it
thinking
in
Fruit
Espanol, it's
Ninja.
machete.
It was a game back in
No,
the day.
there's
No, it's a
the
machete
Libre. Nacho
and
Libre. Nacho Libre
Naginta.
No, that's
is a
a
taco spot, and they have a machete.
you have not told me about that.
Yeah,
a
how many
thousand
times have you
times.
eaten at
Nacho Libre-
Carnitas?
It's on the west side. I've told you so many times.
It's on the west side.
Yeah, like there's one in Edina.
I don't think that's the west side.
Sure it is.
All right, let's stay on track. Let's stay on track here.
Yeah, we're,
Star's all about the taco bar when it's executed right.
Other than that, it's smoked pork.
Mhm.
And I'm not a potato chip guy though. You brought up the potato chips.
You're not in on those?
Never have been. I might throw some on my sandwich just to give it a little crisp, but also homemade mac and cheese when they got that shit going.
That's a hard thing to
my
perfect.
side dish.
The thing that's tough with mac and cheese at grad parties is it's got to be like hot or pretty warm. So it's got to be in like a crock pot or something. But yeah, mac and cheese is legit. Otherwise, dude, like pasta salads, love them.
Cold pasta salad,
Yeah.
scarf it down.
Yep.
Depends on the pasta salad.
Like Italian pasta salad.
Decent.
Not super in on that.
I'm not super big to
what's
it.
some other good ones that they have? I don't
Potato salad.
Nah.
I got a little question for you guys. Are you guys a keg of root beer? You know, fill up your own cup, or that Russian roulette pool full of ice, and who knows what kind of cans are in there?
No, I love keg root beer. It's good
They
shit.
do the ones where they're the rich kids and they get the ice
1919?
cream machine too.
Ooh.
So they have a keg of root beer and an ice cream machine. Make your own floats.
I had that at my grad party, actually.
I had
Rich kids.
I had like just all my favorite foods. You guys know I'm kind of a picky guy.
You
So I
are.
had the Jets
Yeah.
pizza, and I had like corn dogs, and
Oh, fuck yeah, though.
and my parents' friend is like he has a bunch of carnival shit, so he had a mini donut machine. That was dope. Yeah, the mini donuts were fucking sick.
Yeah,
I think
that's awesome.
just Maddie was invited still.
I am mad.
You didn't know I was going to be your roommate 3 months from now?
You are a son of a bitch.
Pretty sure we knew before high school was over, dick.
No,
I can go back to our
You know
very
what,
first
Gage?
conversation we've ever had.
What better, like, put your foot forward and embracing of your soon-to-be roommate than inviting them to your own graduation party?
I would have if it wasn't my birthday too. You know.
Oh, because
Oh,
that's
so-
where you draw the line?
Oh, that's we've known each other for what, 8 years?
Yeah, now absolutely you're invited to my birthday.
Oh, I don't even know if I want to come anymore. Maybe I might be busy now.
All right.
Was it on a Tuesday?
Oh, birthday party. I got a birthday
Is
party.
yours on a Sunday?
Yeah.
You're
Shit,
breaking
fuck,
up.
no.
I can't hear you. We'll talk later. Hang up.
Pulled pork, I'm a big fan. Pulled pork mac and cheese is actually barbecue mac and cheese is another really good thing to have
Dude, that's another
outside
level.
of like just grad party stuff. It's just delicious. The best one I've ever had. It's tough to say, but Paige had Benihana's, so hibachi,
Oh, good
and that
God,
was
yeah.
that rice with that shrimp sauce. Next fucking level.
You know, though, you can go there anytime and get that, right?
You
That's
can
what
go
I
to
was thinking
Famous
about.
Dave's and get it
Yeah,
anytime you
Famous
want to,
Dave's,
too.
Pulled
That's
pork.
true.
It's good all year, not just like at
Gage's
grad party.
family goes like once a month, and I'm not invited.
Well, you've
No.
only been friends for 8 years. You got to hit 10 before it's even a consideration.
I was actually going to ask you guys: do you think Famous Dave's is going out of business because there's no grad parties this year?
For sure. They're done, yeah.
Just
The
like the
grad
buffet.
Party, like spike in the summer was it the only thing that limped them through the year?
I don't know. I'd rarely ever go.
Same.
Do you
I
think,
ate it only if it was catered for something, basically.
or somebody else was paying for it?
And my parents apparently they like the baby back ribs, and now they only have St. Louis ribs. So I haven't
my
had
God.
Famous Dave's in a few months too, man. It's bullshit.
Technically, they haven't really been open in a few months,
Yeah.
so maybe that has something to do with it.
No, they're open for takeout.
Oh, they are?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there's still one in Coon Ratchet.
Okay. I didn't know that.
As a PSA to all the listeners, too, we do have shirts for sale.
Yeah, we
Please buy them because I just found a commercial mini donut machine for $859. We would love to use our butthole funds on getting a mini donut machine in one of our buttholes.
Our
So
butthole
you can
would
help
be
us
so
contribute.
tight.
If you don't want a T-shirt, Venmo works too.
PayPal.
PayPal.
And you know what? There's really no
Cash.
better
What's your
place
address?
to go and
Patreon?
find Butthole
Or
t-shirts
Patreon.
than Butthole's brand new website,
you
officialbutthole.com. Go check it out. It's
Wait,
sleek.
what did you say
it's
that website
smooth.
was?
It's stylish. Officialbutthole.com.
It's not a Wix. It's not. It's a .com.
Officialbutthole.com.
Holy shit!
Oh, what
Sorry.
is that? One more time for the people in the back? All right, I'll do it. Officialbutthole.com.
I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. Hold on.
Fuck, that's epic.
Officialbutthole.com?
Dog.
Wrong one.
Yeah, it's officialbutthole.com. Go check it out. We got a rotating list of all of our T-shirts on there. That was executed beautifully. We got our YouTube videos that Gage has been working very hard on. We got Butthole beer reviews where I sit and talk about the can for 45 seconds and then really quickly scramble to take a drink of the beer so I can get it in a minute because I don't realize that Twitter allows 2-minute, 22-second videos. And,
No, 2 minutes and 20 second. Not 22.
oh,
You're going to be over.
Okay, 2 minutes and
You're on the
20-second
twos.
videos. And then you can also obviously find all of our social links there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Our email is on there as well. And then we're going to be doing blog posts, which we do very often, probably like
Once
2-3
in a
times
while.
a month. And then, yeah, go check out the website.
It's really cool. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, just what is the bit in the beginning of the bit episode? You know, just something for,
You tune in for entertainment.
yeah, tune in for some entertainment.
You don't want to be the crazy person sitting at the water cooler. I've been watching Ancient Aliens lately. Fuck.
He's buying in.
First off, I've always been bought in on extraterrestrials.
With dudes and dudes.
But this show, next level. No, it's all right. It's that one where it's the guy with the meme. I don't know what his name is, but it's like aliens.
Crazy haired guy.
Yeah. I can only watch season 2 on the Flicks, which is kind of dumb. There's 3 seasons, and you only give me the second one. Like, why not 1 or 2?
Hook, line, and sinker get you to subscribe.
Apparently, it's decent, but then I was like, oh, it starts showing me this like For You now, and now it's just a bunch of like alien shit. And so I started watching this other one. I don't remember what it was called, but maybe it's just aliens. And they're trying to like they're going through this family, and they think that the wife was like abducted or something, and the kids are now aliens, and that they see colors on a whole different level, and that the water in the pool is like their sanctuary where they can't be touched by other human life. And
Damn.
it's goofy.
Yeah.
It's goofy stuff, but it's pretty entertaining.
Does anyone know anyone that's been abducted by an alien?
Maybe me. I'm not. It
We
was
all
like
know
a.
someone.
It was a super vivid dream. Is what
Those
it
are
was.
amazing.
And
Lucid or wet?
both, not lucid. So what it was, the front stoops of my house, with the ship coming over and like bright lights coming over my house, and like crazy, and then it like went blurry, and then I woke up and it was morning, and so there's some missing stuff there. Felt like a dream, but it also felt real. And I just went outside and looked up and saw it coming over, and it was really loud, and maybe I got abducted by aliens.
We dropped you off from the bar that night, and we just flashed our headlights to let you know that you could get in.
No, I don't think I was. Might have just been like really fucked up or something. But it was weird how vivid the dream was.
Was this your adult life or?
Yeah, I didn't wake up like with the hurt asshole or anything like that though. So
Not more than regular.
yeah, just regular amounts of pain.
I have a family member that kind of like designed a propulsion engine based off something he claims happened to him. I don't want to divulge too much. I think he might sue us.
You mean we'll get to that in a future episode?
I mean, that's as much as I can pay off in a future episode too. So
I'm sure it'll come
we
up
can bring
again.
it up next time.
Is it like you believe him?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The drawing. So it happened when he was like 12, 13.
Wait a minute. Have you like seen the blueprints for this thing?
I have, and it's in crayon. It's pretty epic for like a 13-year-old to try and draw. And he's like kind of a car guy now, and he's designed a prototype of it. But the idea is pretty fucking epic. Like an engine
not
that
something
runs off
a normal
magnets.
12 or 13-year-old would
No.
come up with.
Yes. So I believe it, without a doubt. Just waiting for my turn.
Me next.
Wait, like your turn to get lifted
Like-
up into the sky?
Like
I'm
2028?
telling you, when they need the right electrician that's open-minded, looking for a lady friend.
Got an open butthole?
A non-binary alien of any sort?
You can actually divulge into this situation now without being in hot water. So we want to circle back
In
on
the
this and
deepest
get
of
into.
shit.
You can actually talk about this without sleeping in the doghouse for the next week.
How
If there's
about
any aliens out there,
Yo, hit me up, bruh.
Gage's Rage.
Officialbutthole@gmail.com. We will get you in touch with the one, the only Gage's Rage.
So, did your uncle or a family member? I don't know if it's an uncle. I just threw that out there. I'm sorry. Maybe it's not. Maybe
Yeah,
it
you
is.
have
Maybe
no
it isn't.
idea. Grandma? No.
Brandon's grandma slings crack and Gage's builds propulsion.
We got quite
We
the
got some awesome
family.
grandmas.
Yeah, man, it's a shit. Did this person say what they looked like? Did he see an alien? I'm saying he, but it could be a she.
Wait, like how
Not
far
trying to-
into this can you actually go without being in trouble for real with him? Like, can you
I
talk
doubt
about?
he's going to hear this.
Oh,
Okay.
so tell us the whole thing. I doubt anybody's gonna hear
But,
this.
Dude,
I don't
you're-
want it stolen from the wrong person. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you probably should be a little careful. Tread
You
lightly.
don't have to tell us anything in detail besides did this person see an alien?
Yeah, this is going to be... So,
Yes.
I've never heard the story directly from the horse's mouth,
Why not?
Okay.
I've heard the connection through my connection. So, like, my relative didn't tell me directly. My relative told my other relative who told me. So my
Okay.
mom is the one who told me the story about one of her relatives.
Throw your mom under the bus.
Well, I mean, she's not the one who got
Roxanne.
No, she likes the new hip one. What's that one?
Roxanne.
Keep it
All you gotta do is party
all
all
night. Yeah, she likes
God damn.
Keep it going.
God damn.
Gosh darn.
Roxanne.
Gosh
Oh, now you're throwing gosh darns and your finger pointing over there earlier.
I'm looking up the 10 sexiest aliens,
Oh, shit.
which is probably not the worst thing I've looked up on this phone. But there's some things that, and they're coming out of movies and TV shows, like Princess Leia. I never considered her an alien. She ain't from Earth, though.
For real, for real.
That's a damn fine
She
alien
won?
right there. She was 10.
Which
Oh.
isn't the worst thing
That's a
I've
good
looked up
start
on
to
this
this
phone.
list. Send that over to
You'd
the
have to
Ninja
think
page.
that probably Guardians of the
The
Galaxy.
Chitari, not Chitari.
I already admitted I'd bet her.
The Avatar girl.
Oh,
Blue bitch?
Yeah.
Which
one?
It's Avatar.
That's a stretch. I thought you were
Battlestar
talking about-
Galactica and Star Trek, bunch of them. Ooh, I don't know what show Lex with double X is, but it aired from 1997 to 2002. It has a smoke show of an alien. in it.
That's probably on a subscription-based website.
yeah, 2X's doesn't sound like a regular TV show.
It's probably free right now. Though.
And you know, it's probably one that you subscribe to. Next butthole movie.
Are we doing that butthole movie? What's the deal with that?
Yeah,
let's lead into
we'll
that.
talk about it here after I just finish up what I was saying. But babe, it's for work. I have to watch it. All right, butthole. We're gonna start
That was
doing.
important.
Came out of nowhere.
We're going to start doing a thing every week where we announce a movie on the butthole bit. Before next week's bit, we have to watch the movie, and we're going to go rotating cast on it. So new movies picked every single week. This week I get the honor, and I picked Just Go With It with Adam Sandler, Brooklyn Decker, Jennifer Aniston, Nick Swartzen. And the reason I picked it is because originally I picked Walking Tall, but I didn't double check to see if it's on a streaming site. And I know Just Go With It's on Netflix because I just saw it was on Netflix the other night when I was looking for a movie to watch. So all of us have to watch Just Go With It within the next 6 days and come back next Monday with we'll just kind of chat about it. We
Not
don't have to
only all of
give a
us-
full review, but we'll talk about it.
Not only all of us, but all of you listeners need to listen to it and send your reviews.
And if
Watchers.
you're going, oh, why would you pick a dumb movie like that? Send emails like that,
Yeah,
too.
tell us
If you're
pick
going,
better movies. You
I'm not
stupid
going to
fucks.
watch that. Or suggestions even. If you want to send us suggestions, we are trying to keep it within the Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. I don't know
Range.
if you guys have HBO or not. In that circle of it.
Yeah, and we want it to be
Something-
interactive. We want the listeners to put their input and throw us options our way, and
As accessible as
Chat it up.
possible.
for
And
sure,
we are going to give it a ranking after it's all said and done.
like a
too,
butthole
right?
movie review,
Yeah.
just
So,
like the butthole beer reviews.
Just Go With It will be... Should we score it, or should we literally rank it? Where Just Go With It will sit one, and then
I
the
guess
next one will come in, and we'll say whether it's better or worse.
I think we
Better or
should
worse.
score it, and then we'll do rankings as it builds up. Our library builds up. We can.
Yeah.
We don't have to do like all time it ranks here.
Well,
We'll just be like it's better than last
butthole
week.
if you rank it, technically you could filter that on a score. Or if you give it a score, so let's say we give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, we'll all give it a rating, and it'll take the average, and then we can filter it that way for rankings.
Eventually, it'll all have a
Yeah.
number.
So then we can come out with the butthole top 10 after we have 10 or 15.
It's nice to have an Adam Sandler movie number one for a little while, though, right? You know?
if only for
For
a
a
week.
We go on a run for a few Adam Sandler. I mean, he's got quite the library.
Well, I won't pick one, so... I
You're
don't
not an
know
Adam
when my
Sandler
pick
fan,
is.
Star.
You
I am
are
a fan
3
of it,
weeks.
but... if
Gage
we
is
go,
next?
Just go
Gage's
with it.
Rage has a selection made.
Oh,
It's going to
jeez.
be a good one.
Just Go With It.
Because I forgot.
It used to be my go-to movie when I'd go to sleep. So I'm excited to watch it again.
It's a good movie. I haven't watched it for a while.
And you're ready
It's
to hit
been-
the sack and then go to bed?
Yeah,
I just remember
but
Dolph, Nick Swartzen in it is freaking gold.
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
I remember
Well,
Brooklyn Decker.
Well, duh. Of course you remember her.
When she did 2 movies and bounced.
Yeah.
That was her thing. I thought she was going to be big. She's,
Yeah, she was big.
super beautiful woman who can't act, but I thought she was going to at least do like 4 or 5 movies.
I
She's
thought
big in
she
the
was
breast
just playing
region.
a ditz.
She was in... Well, she's married to Andy Roddick, right? Pretty sure.
JJ Reddick.
Andy Roddick.
JJ Erotica.
And she was the other one she was in.
Come
The
on.
space aliens attacking. Battleship.
She was in Battle.
That's for
Okay.
sure
yeah.
going to be Gage's porn name. JJ Erotica.
No.
That'll be Gage's alien porn name when he busts through on all the porn sites with the alien section.
Can I be
GG Erotica?
Joe Erotic?
For sure.
That's mine.
That's got to be one already.
probably.
That's got to be a new
You
name.
could probably look that up on your
You're
subscription
asking
site
like
and find
you
something.
don't already know.
I'm gonna watch Just Go With It, like I'm actually giving it a review though.
Like,
So-
you're going to watch it with a real... Like,
I'm not gonna turn it on at 10 o'clock at night and have it just be something I fall asleep to. I'm gonna turn it on at like 9 o'clock at night
7
and
o'clock.
probably make it through the whole thing.
Watch
Well,
the
let's
whole thing.
remember, this movie's pretty long.
some
I want to
popcorn.
say it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's pretty long, I
I'm going to
think.
say it's just shy of 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a longer movie. Like,
Yeah, you're pretty close, I think.
I'm going to say 2 hours and 20 minutes. I feel like that's a good number.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
I was confused, so I think it's. I know. I watched it already.
Star hits it on the nose with 1 hour and 57 minutes.
I didn't look it up yesterday when he picked it in text or anything. This one?
Well, that's good, because you
just
guessed well.
throwing out this movie. I know it's not a movie that we're talking about reviewing. Transformers, the first one, when that came out, I loved it. Saw it in theater multiple times. That was one of the coolest things ever. Rewatched it over 3 nights, and I'm actually not even done with it yet. Movie sucks.
Doesn't hold
Movie is real bad. Just like even the characters in it.
Why did you like it at
I
first, though?
wanted Megan Fox so bad when it first came out. She is the most boring character in the world. when
Oh,
you watch
yeah.
that.
Without a
If
doubt.
she wasn't attractive, there'd be no point in having her in it. But when I watched that when I was 17, I didn't care. I was like, no, look at her, dude. She's the best part of the movie.
She's a great actress.
Did you guys see her in MGK's music video
No.
for his new song?
I haven't, but I heard about it. I heard they're like a thing now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
What's the
'Cause
name
she's
of
like-
that music video?
She's like fresh off
What's the
a
name of the
divorce.
website again?
Yeah. She wasn't.
What's the name of the
They're
music
separated.
video? or
I
the
don't even
song?
think they're really divorced.
It's
do
if
you
you
find
just
it?
go on Google and do MGK,
Oh, yeah.
and then you filter that through to the most newest song he has. It's called "Bloody Valentine," and then you just make sure that you find the video, the official music video. You click on that,
Save for later.
and you're welcome.
Save. Okay. All right.
But yeah, it's the music video is actually like it's a good song. I like the song. It kind of reminds me of like kind of like Blink-182 back in the day. You know, like that punk rock kind of the song itself. But the music video is not that good, honestly.
Not even Megan Fox.
No, it's just blech.
She was also kind of a Brooklyn Decker. She came in. Had
Yeah, but
like
she was forced out.
5 roles and then just dipped.
Didn't she just not really like get any more jobs
I think
because
she had
people
a
started to
little bit
realize
more
she
than
sucked?
4 or 5.
I mean, she was in Transformers 1 and 2. She was in Jennifer's Body.
I know.
She was in 40.
Was that the bloody,
This Is
like-
40?
The
It was like
scene
she
with
was
the-
like an alien and she would
Yeah,
feed on the kids or something.
yeah.
And those are the 4 that come to my mind.
She was in
might have
Mrs.
had-
40, wasn't she?
Yeah, she might have had some other like side gigs.
You totally lost me. I was just thinking of Jennifer's Body.
Like Jennifer's body or Megan
Or like
Fox's body.
Stacy's
That's the
mom.
All right, brief pause.
Oh,
while
Teenage
Gage
Mutant
collects
Ninja
his
Turtles.
thoughts.
She was April O'Neil.
Oh
That's
yeah, she
right.
was. She was.
Yeah. Other than that, she was in 15 episodes of New Girl.
Never watched that.
She's
good.
in New Girl?
Yeah, I
15 episodes?
think that's what it has on the International Movie Database.
I have to watch New Girl. Zoe Deschanel, though.
Really
do it
quick,
for me.
if we're gonna be critical of
What?
people's, if we're gonna be critical of other people's content that they create, Gage, let's touch base really quick on your "What If" video that you put together, and it's on YouTube.
Yeah,
From Stars
I
What
did
If
that
last week.
that was
Uh,
me.
To be brutally honest with you, I don't really have anything I gotta say. Where, dude, you could have done better on this. I think you probably could have left the picture.
No!
You probably could have left the picture on longer of where Star's talking about sucking on his mother's teeth. You probably could have left that on longer, but you did pretty good otherwise.
Almost could have been the whole video, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Gage, how long did it take you to find that?
Hours
So-
of research.
The research, the entire clip probably took about 6 hours, and I think finding the perfect photo for that clip, that was probably 5 hours and 55 minutes of research.
Yeah.
It
In
took
30-second increments.
Yeah, it sucks. I ran out of tissues at least 2 times.
Just crying for how emotional that is.
I was
right?
I was very emotional, and you wouldn't believe what
I believe
happens
it.
when you search "sucking on mama's tit."
On Google Images.
I had to completely.
Well, that's a
change
lot
it.
of videos right now.
You
That's a
probably
popular thing.
you probably could have filtered it by breastfeeding.
My search, Google searching, just Windex or whatever the index.
Windex.
It has completely changed because at first it started like, oh, I'll just Google whatever we just said and image search it, and it'll be awesome. And that happened for about 8 seconds, and I needed to change
Gage just comes out of
New
his room.
tactics.
Gage comes walking out of his room from making the video look like he's stepping out of a sauna. Just dripping in sweat.
quagmire.
All I could picture is the meme picture of Randy Marsh
His
after
mom.
they get the internet for the first time.
Oh, yes. Yes. Gage's mom. Gage, it's time for dinner. Oh, good. Thank God I'm hungry as shit.
Need a smoke break first. Yeah, I thought the video went pretty well.
No, I like
I
it, yeah.
appreciate that. I'll be sure to make the breastfeeding pics a little bit longer next time.
Everyone go check it out. It's on the Official Butthole YouTube page, or you can find it at officialbutthole.com as well.
It's on
Fuck
all
yeah.
the socials too, Twitter's, Insta.
Yep.
Yep. You have to do a little bit of searching, so maybe
Was it
check out our
taken
Twitter
down?
and just search. What?
Was it taken down anywhere?
No.
I
Not unless
think
it got banned.
It was taken down for like a second.
breastfeeding being too long. Wait,
I-
did it get banned though? For
I've
real?
seen much worse on Instagram than
Okay.
that.
Cool.
Yeah, some of those follow train accounts we get on. Good lord.
Those are my friends. Don't you keep denying all of them? They're just trying to talk to me, Scott.
Oh, sorry. I'll let Star go filter through all the message request lists.
Do I have to get on the Instagrams?
No, it's Twitter, dude.
Oh,
Go to Twitter and go to messages, and you'll see on the top it'll say message requests. There's a lot of crazy shit you can find.
far
You just got to give them your
back
social
is
security
this?
number and
There
credit
it
card
is.
number.
and your firstborn.
Let me paint a picture.
No, I liked it. The photo editing skills are coming around. I thought the audio was pretty well done.
Very well.
I liked it a lot. I'm getting a little bit more technologically savvy.
Did it work?
And what kind of computer did you buy?
I did get an AirBook.
Oh, was that made by Apple and also shiny?
It is a shiny Apple, and I don't have it today. Fuck, I loaded it with stickers. So
Do you
can't
love
even
it,
tell
though?
It's Apple now. It's a pretty decent machine, sure.
Like, does it make you thinking about maybe switching to an iPhone?
The only thing that makes me switch to an iPhone is when my friends rip me apart because our text messages are green, and I don't understand what the fuck that means.
You want to know one thing that would be really cool though, with your computer? If you got an iPhone, you'd be able to text directly from your computer.
iMessage.
Yeah.
Oh.
So in our conversation, you can be on your computer. Like it's an instant messenger almost. Well, we're
I'm
texting.
really
Yeah.
not on my computer that much.
And then your
Yeah,
photos.
right. You just said you were looking for breastfeeding videos for.
5.5 hours.
That is completely research based. The computer is a clean device,
But then
only
too,
used for work.
the MacBook will actually push like if you take photos on your iPhone that you're going to get at some point, so that our chat goes blue, and it'll push your photos directly to your computer, so you won't have to like plug your phone in, import anything. It'll just push it automatically there.
I've never even plugged my phone in. I have Google phone, so my phone is just connected to Google.
Oh well, you can connect
cooler.
Google with your iPhone too.
What's nice is you can send your photos. Like the other day when you're having issues, you can just directly send it to the computer or
Yeah.
the video back.
Yeah.
Who was having issues?
You were.
When?
Well, probably
We
yesterday,
were
the day
texting.
before.
You couldn't figure out how to get the video.
I was doing it, but I was at the casino, so what am I supposed to do?
Okay.
Post a
okay.
video or win
All
money?
right. What were you doing?
Speaking of that, how did that go?
The casino was fucking epic, man.
Was
feel
there
like-
a line?
No.
No.
So get this. I get there at 9:45, just like I said, had the McDonald's on the way.
Man
just
of your
like I
word.
said. It was totally going to plan. and I had new shoes, so I was feeling lucky. And I walked up like, this is going to be great. And I was expecting a line. No
Where'd you get a
line.
mask from? Did they have them?
Bought one there. First
Okay.
mask I've purchased.
You got to lay the land for us here. Like, you come rolling in here. What's the parking lot capacity?
Parking lot capacity was good. It wasn't even close to full.
Okay.
Not even close.
And then you walk in there. You buy your
Classic
$1
Skyway,
mask.
you know, like we always do. Run over
Mystic?
there. Mystic.
Mistake.
Ah,
Not
let's
this time.
see. So I get inside, and right away I'm just hearing like the classic casino noise.
Oh, and you went from
Slots
6 to midnight. You had to sit down fast.
going crazy.
So he sits down at the big money or the green money machine.
Right at the front
Now,
door.
wait
Doesn't
before
move.
there's you know, those valet things that the movie ticket places use, so you can't
Yeah.
just run in there.
Yeah.
There's one of those blocking the big green machine, and there's like 6 thermal scanners, and they're like, "Sir, before you go in, we're gonna have to check your temperature. You gotta remove your hat too." I'm like, "Okay, gladly. You want to see the lettuce? That's fair." And I, quick scan on the forehead. "Yeah, you're good. Get in there, bud. Good luck." "Thank you, sir." And I got like halfway in that bitch, and then I was like, "I'm not wearing a mask yet. Is someone gonna yell at me?" So I went and bought a mask at the guest services. I think I could have stayed out there for quite a while, though.
Did you see anyone without one?
There was a few people, and there was also people wearing it down. They wanted money. They were not enforcing any sort of mask policy.
What
So-
time did they open?
So this is the part. I got in there, and it was 9:50. I was told 10 a.m. sharp.
Mm-hmm.
But I got in there before 10, and it was fucking busy. There were
Yeah.
people there. So finally, I get a mask, go around. They didn't have the main blackjack tables open. They only had the ones backed by high limits. So I found a table, sat down at a $10 table, and I'm talking to the dealer and some of the other people playing. Apparently, they opened at 6 a.m. for the VIP members, and then people heard about it and just started coming in, and they're like, "We're not going to turn you away because you're not a fucking VIP.
No.
We want your money."
Yeah, no shit.
So...
Fuck doesn't want free money.
Gage's Rage made the mistake of going with lots of dollars. And I have this thing, maybe some people call it gambling addiction, but
I call it commitment.
if there's money in my wallet, I might spend it. So I was in pretty deep on this table, and, time in the casino just kind of slips away. Get there at 10.
No
And
clocks. They pump in oxygen. You don't know what's going on.
I know. I didn't even piss for a good 4 or 5.
Well, at
it
least
was
in the toilet.
What was
I
your
know, I
go-to
had-
fountain
I had
drinks?
the bladder. I had no fountain drinks. They were doing like bottles and stuff. That was a little weird.
So, like,
Were
you
they still
couldn't
free?
just-
They were still free, but I felt weird. I didn't get any. It just seemed not right.
Were they
Really?
like on a plane, like pouring it into a glass? Or did
Yes,
give
they
you-
were.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's just not the right vibe. I like my fountain sodas to cost over $100. You know?
And in a styrofoam cup.
Exactly. So I did get a bottle of water, and then I did have to go pee, and that may have changed my luck because I was down.
Were you down? How? Let's take a guess. How down was he?
But that's not good.
What was that?
That's what
Came
she
out
said.
of the recorder.
Or did it
the
come off
power.
your computer?
No, it didn't come out of there.
Power's still plugged in.
What is this little T thing?
No, the little one. Oh, that fell.
This is just for the computer.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties.
Brandon just
here.
kicked over everything that ever includes recording and broadcasting. Our
How down was he? A lot.
Yes.
Gage's Rage brought, let's just say, lots of coinage. How much coinage did Gage's Rage have at his lowest point? Minimal coinage? Last hand of coinage?
Here, tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Really? Really?
You're not there yet.
Really?
There you go. Stop.
Holy shit.
stop.
You lost a
So-
lot of money.
That was more of a visual joke, guys. If we
And
got
we
it.
can pay off with those visual jokes today. I was down a lot. I had like $100 in chips, and I was getting kind of tired of being at the casino because when you're losing lots, and you have just like $100 left in your pocket. I still had cash. I was like committed. I am not taking that money out of my wallet. Probably would have if it came down to it, but
definitely would have.
something needed to happen. So Gage's Rage made a tough decision at about 1 p.m. after being at the table for a few hours. Threw a $100 hand out there, and thankfully I won it.
Gage's Rage decided to go all in.
I pushed on the next $100 hand, and I took that as a sign. So I colored one of my hundreds in for 25s. Played with $25 hands for a minute until I won. And then I started, just riding the waves, feeling the cards. It all felt right. And in the matter of one shoe, my 100 turned into 700 or 675. I stuck around the second shoe for a little bit, and I'll tell you guys, I won $120. So
when it was all said and done, you won 120, and you had the ultimate casino experience. You had the lowest of lows and then the highest of highs.
I
Not
left
highest.
I left with more than 5 black chips, so that'll tell you how much I was down. But I came back, and that's a comeback story. Everyone likes a good.
Everyone likes
story.
a good comeback story. I root for the underdog, and at one point, you were a major underdog.
Yes, it's been that black chip out there. My heart was pounding.
Almost had to call mom for an Uber home.
No, you always have to have enough gas money and enough money in the credit
For a
the
McDonald's afterwards.
trip on the way
It's
out.
not a casino trip if you don't go to Mickey D's.
The only thing with that McDonald's trip is it's either a victory lap or it's the depression order.
And
But you always get McDonald's.
But it happens.
I
either
will
way.
say, you don't always have to get McDonald's. I got the McDonald's on the way in, and leaving up 120, I felt the victory lap, and I went to Culver's instead, right across the
Oh
street.
yeah, pay that little extra for that Butterburger.
It felt good.
Butterburgers, man. Those are fucking good.
Solid choice. Solid choice.
Yeah, I would say in the first trip to the casino, though, I got all the itches and scratches out I wanted from the months of not going.
So now you're good for a little
I feel
while.
like you probably have a
I
few
wouldn't say
itches and
that.
scratches left. that you need
I
to
think
take
I went the
care of.
next day and lost $100, but
Now we're
You
even.
think? Did you forget?
you kind of black out once you get in the casino.
Oh,
you know
fuck
what
yeah,
I mean?
you do. The oxygen they pump in there, no clocks. You just lose track of time, man. You don't
good
know what's
shit.
going on. Vegas is dangerous.
Yeah, we gotta make a butthole Vegas trip.
I'm looking up flights right now.
Do it. Let's book something tonight.
Okay,
Tonight!
where are we here? What else do we have to talk about? I'm trying to remember. This is the fun of the bits. We don't put down a list of stuff all the time, but that's also the double-edged sword of the bit. Sometimes I forget.
A couple of things we were going to talk about recently got pushed.
Yeah,
So we were going to bring
Oh,
up the
yeah.
PlayStation
the PlayStation launch
Announcement.
titles,
and the Madden 21
which got
announcement.
pushed back.
They both pushed due to recent events and the protesting and everything, and they said that now is not the time. People are preoccupied and have other things on their mind, which I think was a responsible thing to do.
It's
Why-
responsible, but I think you could argue this is exactly the time we need for that stuff.
Is this going to be Gage's beef right here, or your?
But
I could rip a little
as
beef.
a business owner, would you not rather do it to more people that aren't preoccupied with social justice fighting right now? Wouldn't
Yeah.
you rather have the attention on you rather than what
just
it needs
kind of
to
be a
on right now?
sideshow? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you want to leave the attention where it deserves to be. Let's save your it's a butthole beef, right? That's a little rant you got.
Just a rant.
Let's save it for the very end of the episode. It'll be good to end on, I think. Or do you not?
I don't know.
All right, let's do it in the middle. Maybe people will skip it.
We're only in the middle. I
I was
gotta
about
pee.
to say.
Well, what
I
else?
don't know. You guys, we're just talking about it right now, so let's talk about it.
Okay, go.
The riots going on. We were recording when something horrible happened. The George Floyd incident, I think anyone who watched it could just agree it was a total abuse of power. And there's a change that needs to happen. And that's where I'd say my beef is. Right now there was a spark that I think that, honestly, there's never been such a defining moment that literally everyone was on one side of it than this one. And the spotlight is just being shined on fucking assholes right now that are taking advantage of a shit situation. And I don't want to say that it's not deserved or it's unright, but it sucks that it's kind of being washed away that a police reform, a police system culture change is now being mixed up with looting and rioters that are
And
taking advantage of
Destroying cities and
neighborhoods, communities, just bad stuff. And it sucks. It just sucks. And, I saw, me and a buddy from high school talked about it, and he's telling me that, that this is the time that we need to change, and this is the time it's all moving the right way. And it seems like it's being swayed away, but we're not focusing on what actually makes a change. Like, you look at the president or you look at your governor and our leadership right now, I feel like is just lacking. It's bad. They're not. They're missing in not action.
They've failed on every level,
It's laughable. It's
Yeah.
it's pathetic.
and all of them have.
And not just one guy, not just this person, not just that party. I'd say all around leadership is messing up. And when you think about what actually could make the changes we want or the people want, it's way more local than you realize. It's not your president that's going to change the police system of your county, of your state, of your city. It's your city officials. It's your judges. It's your mayors. If you want the change, actually fucking focus, learn about it, inform yourself about what can make the change you want. And that's just my 2 cents. Change can happen. Right now you have all the momentum on your side. Do something with it. That's all I wanted to say. That's my rant.
I think they did say Saturday night was the largest, by the numbers, protest that there's ever been in the history of the country, as far in every
Across
city
the
that was
country.
going on.
Yeah.
All the
So
protesters
this,
that were
I
out.
think that, hopefully, fingers crossed, that this will be the catalyst that gets actual change, and this isn't something that we're going to have to, continue to go through every year, twice a year, 3 times a year, when, someone's unjustly murdered by a police officer.
Yeah.
And I will say that it's unfortunate that this has to be the reason that we all agree that change really needs to be made now, because it should have been made a long time ago. However, I personally don't believe that this death will be in vain. I think this will be the reason that everybody kind of falls in line and decides it's time to be better as people. And the change that's needed, I think, we'll start seeing it because of this. This just feels like a really powerful moment in history.
Kind of changing a lot of stuff.
And it's the change that really does need to be made in every way.
We just need to focus our attention not on burning down our buildings and stealing shit from people, and focus that in trying to figure out how we're going to stop it from happening again, because that's not going to do it.
No.
I mean, they're putting themselves into a situation where they had to bring in the National Guard, and they're starting to shoot rubber bullets and tear gas, and that escalates the situation too. But we got to find a better way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So a serious note on the butthole, but I think it needs to be said. We're in the hub of it all. And I mean, we were doing our Memorial Day podcast last week, and it kind of happened right under us. So we've been silent, but we haven't been silent.
And it's not a situation where really right in that exact moment that you're really going to necessarily want to comment on it, just because it happened as we were doing the show, and we didn't
even really know about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So
it was
It
moving
all
fast.
came out on Tuesday. I mean,
Yeah.
it happened Monday night, but the video wasn't released until Tuesday, right?
yeah, I think so. Did you guys hear about the semi driver? I'm sure you guys heard about that.
Yeah, through the
Turns out it was a
protesters on
massive
Sunday.
failure on MDOT.
Yeah, and they took blame for it after waiting too long.
The
Ooh.
MDOT.
guy, I don't know if he got on ramp and they forgot to block one off, or if he was already on the road and they didn't escort him off. But where it happened on 35, it's coming around a bend, and the pitch down makes it so you can't see people right away. So he's coming around that corner going about 60 miles an hour, and then there's a big crowd of people.
Yeah,
So that's why he was laying on his horn, and he came in hot, but he was trying to get people out of the way.
and he did stop.
He did stop, but then they jumped his vehicle and kicked in his windshield and beat the shit out of him.
I don't understand how they could have done anything else in that situation, though.
It
Shot
ended up
killing
happening-
him, I think it shows a lot of restraint.
Emotions.
Yeah.
Because, I would be tempted to throw him off the goddamn bridge if I thought that the semi-truck was just barreling into a crowd on purpose,
Of protesters.
which is what the narrative was for 18 hours after it happened until now. It's kind of switched into it was an accident and he didn't mean to be there. And there's parts of me that still wonders, and
What?
probably will always wonder, even if that's what they decide, is that there's no ill will. And obviously he could have made it a lot worse if he actually had the ill will, but maybe he just chickened out last second.
Maybe
And
he
now
truly
he's
didn't know.
covering up. So it'll probably be one of those things that you never know exactly what happened, but no one got hit. That's the best part of it.
Yeah.
Which is a
And
goddamn
even
miracle.
He didn't get killed, which
Another
probably would have
miracle.
been a good possibility if that were anywhere else or at a different time of day or anything like that.
Yeah. What ended up happening with that actually is I think they decided to shut down the streets 2 hours earlier than they had originally said, and they didn't relay the message properly.
The protesters decided
No,
The
the state and MDOT were working in unison to shut down the state, all the roads coming into Minneapolis, and they decided for whatever reason to do it 2 hours earlier than they had told everybody, and they didn't relay that message to the public. They just started doing it, but it wasn't done in unison, and so this semi-truck driver ended up squeezing through the cracks before they shut down that road, and the result could have been an absolute catastrophic result. Luckily, it wasn't. But nonetheless, nobody died, which is great. Yeah, a little bit of seriousness. On that note, let's get back to what we're talking about. Brandon, what do you have for us? You have anything here? Looks like you got some muffins by
I got
you,
some
and I don't
muffins.
think those are just there to look pretty.
They aren't.
Are these ones full of dust like the last ones were?
Oh, dude,
The
don't let
one
it
you just
fall.
dropped.
One
in
of
the
them has
corner.
habaneros in it.
I don't like that you handed it to me. You know which one has habaneros.
You want
in
to trade?
it. No.
They're
So do
ghost
one of these
peppers.
really have habaneros or ghost peppers in it?
No, but I really should start doing that.
It'd be funny.
Did you bake these or did your wife?
I will let you know after you eat them.
So what do we have here?
This is a That's Smart lemon poppy seed muffin.
Lemon papa seed. You can
Scott puts
smell
like half of it in his mouth and then pulls it out.
Well, you got to do the fake
Hey,
the fake test, because if you do the fake bite, then you look at his face and see what his response is, and then you know right away.
We should have had these like 3 hours ago. They're a little dry.
the lemon smells really good.
You just explained more about this muffin than he has in 6 beer reviews.
About any of the beers. This is actually a lot better than the last week.
Last week sucked.
I think I'm going to eat this whole thing.
They're pretty good.
Very good.
Not bad.
The lemon I like a lot.
I didn't picture you as a lemon lover, to be honest. You like your lemons?
Give me a powdered donut with lemon filling.
And
You guys get to listen to us chew for 30 seconds.
And we're going to chew for all of that because these muffins are good.
you're welcome.
Not too bad. Like 99 cents? Something like that. They only make 6.
6-pack.
Yeah, not bad.
If this is going to be more in depth than any beer review, but if you look and you do the scrunch on it, it has the form to pop back into shape.
That's spongy.
Which is something you want in a good muffin.
Yeah, that's what,
What
you
would
look
you
for.
give it on a moist muffin scale? How moist is it?
Oh, not very. It's pretty dry. But that's not what's important with these. What's important is the lemon flavor and the bounce back factor.
Yeah, the lemon kills it.
I put it in for the recommended amount of time.
You
Ovens
can't help
vary.
if the box
Ovens
gives you
vary,
bad
Brandon.
directions.
What was that?
I said ovens may vary.
Yeah, what color was your tin? Your pan.
It was dark coated, non-stick.
That's a...
It didn't
2 minutes
specify
off
on the
right there.
bag. I put it in for 14 minutes. It said 14 to 17. I took the low end. I was a little
And-
crisped by it.
They're good. Better than last week.
Fuck yeah.
I'll just start ranking them. Lemon poppy seed, whatever the fuck we ate last week.
Dust muffin.
Oh,
Dust in the bag.
funny thing is, I got back home. I told Paige about it, and she's like, did you check the box? Like, was it really expired or something? I was like, well, truthfully, I just knew that we had them in there. I just grabbed them and I made them. Turns out they're about 3 years expired. So I don't know how much of it. It's powder. Don't know how much of a difference that makes. But
I don't think that was the deciding factor. It's just a powder mix. Yeah. I don't know. I think you just fucked up on making them somehow or another.
Definitely, 100% agree.
But nonetheless,
We do have to
These
go
are
back
good.
to a corn muffin, though, so we can have a good one. Because those ones were... The corn was replaced with dust. Those are so bad. These are good. These are really good.
I can't explain how bad it was. $500 a person, $458. Stay at Caesar's Palace, round trip flights from. I think it's like a Thursday to a Monday. Not bad.
500
with
for
the
the trip?
flight and the hotel.
And the hotel. It's
We
with
got
both.
two
Oh.
beds.
I don't remember if I picked 1 room or 2 room. 2 queens is a little tight.
I don't know. I'd go nuts to butts for $500.
yeah, that's a pretty good price. That's a low.
Is that
price.
your goal? Is that your asking price?
You three
Really?
can share a bed. I'll get my own.
It's not that bad.
That's really affordable.
The Julius Deluxe. I don't know what that means, but that sounds. Oh, Julius Caesar.
If there's no buffets, I might be out.
Yeah,
Go-
the buffet
I go
game
for the
has to be
buffets.
back.
We officially have the name for the name for the episode. Butthole bit, nuts to butts in Vegas.
Outside of that, I don't have too much. I got the Butthole 5. If you guys want to do
Let's
that.
do the Butthole 5. Hell yeah, I need to
gotta
win.
fucking win.
I need to just, I don't know, maybe put 5 answers down.
What are you guys gonna handcuff me so I can't write anything down?
I've I know pressure's getting to me, Gage. Going on tilt here.
Confidence, man.
Had 2 losses in a row.
Oh, sorry. Last bite was good.
Worth
Ooh.
it.
Ooh, I love that.
No, I hit up a pretty sweet disc golf course this weekend.
Oh,
You
yeah?
guys want me to rip that quick?
Sure, do it.
Yeah. I'm at home. I don't
It's
care.
called the Preserve. It's up in Clearwater, and it's a golf course that converted into a disc golf course.
Okay.
So it was, gorgeous. And this weekend, it was like 68 degrees for the high.
Oh, perfect weather.
A little bit of breeze, nothing too windy to blow your disc around. It was,
Disc?
that's what I said, yep.
Okay.
Disc club.
It sounded like throwing your discs
Whatever
around.
you heard
Yeah.
is what you heard. Okay.
All right.
I say disc golf, but yeah, there's 2 18 holes there. The first one is called the Lynx, and then the second one was the Timberwolf. And the more intimidating
Where'd they get those
name-
names from?
They're they're basketball teams.
Damn!
Shit. Okay, makes sense.
The Preserve, Lynx and Preserve Timberwolf. They were the more intimidating name was definitely the more intimidating course. They had a lot more 600-foot plus shots. So
Which one was more intimidating?
the Timberwolf,
That sounds more intimidating than a Link.
I'd say so.
Sounds like less championships.
But which
A
one
lot
sounds
less
scarier if you ran
championships.
into it in the wild?
Both.
5 rings.
The Lynx was pretty fun. Had a few mix of water shots. There wasn't a lot of wooded shots on a golf course.
Did they spell it?
LYNX.
They didn't. I like that though. That's a take on golf. Hit the links.
Lynx, yeah.
I like it. Clever.
Yeah,
Clever
yeah.
Clearwater.
And then, the Timberwolf, that one involved more woods and, just a bunch of bomb shots, 600-foot plus.
Bomb
Ends
shots?
Ends with a 900-foot hole.
You
So-
couldn't throw that, right?
No, that one took me 5 or 6. I got 6 on it.
900 feet. 6
This was my
throws.
36th hole, though, so it was a long.
You're going
day.
to play a lot of disc golf before we throw.
No, I'm not. I think we should go do it right now.
It's dark. Probably wouldn't even be able to
It's
tell where my ball ends when I throw it.
All right,
Probably goes like a mile.
here we go.
That's
Butthole 5. You two go in circles so much about this fucking thing. Just get it out of the
We
way.
need to wrap it up, Brandon. Come on. What are we doing next weekend?
Tease that for another time.
We'll talk about that in a future episode.
Yeah. All right. The Butthole 5. Everybody knows how to play, but I'll tell you the rules anyways. You have 30 seconds.
35?
I just love this.
35.
Everyone knows the rules, but here we go with the rules.
You have 30 seconds to name the top 5 answers in this category. Could be sports, video games, movies, TV shows, entertainment, whatever. If you were to get the same amount of answers right, which hasn't happened in a while because Gage's Rage is 3 in a row.
On fire!
So that's pretty crazy.
Wait, I've won 3 in a row?
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Is that a joke?
No, it's for realsies.
Fuck.
If you
The
were to have the
pressure-
same amount of answers, we're going to go 20 seconds for the next 5 in that same category.
One more time for Star. How many in a row have I won?
That would be 3.
I don't think that's true. I think it's
Intimidation.
2 in a row.
I know.
He won
I
2
didn't
last
believe
week
you
and
either.
1 this week.
Whatever. Let's go.
Spoiler alert.
So,
Intimidation. I'm already in your head.
since it's something that we talked about earlier today, I want you to give me the top 5 grossing movies that Adam Sandler starred in.
Oh, shit.
Go. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right,
I like this. Can I go first?
go first.
I want to go first just because I have 5 and I'm excited about it. I'm going to go Waterboy, Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups 2, and Big Daddy.
Okay.
Damn.
Our lists are pretty similar.
Do you have 5?
Yeah.
I only have 4, and you basically nailed a lot of mine.
Is there any that are different?
Well, I don't even know if this is right. Nick and Larry, was that where they were the gay guys?
Chuck and Larry.
Chuck and Larry. That's the one I meant. I got one of the names. I think you should give that one. to
Nope,
me.
no deal.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. I
No.
knew the
Is it?
Come on.
It might not even matter, but no.
Might not even.
I
matter.
say no.
Give me your
Star?
other 3. You can't-
Waterboy, Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore. I have enough time writing just the fucking
Yeah,
names.
but you're the-
Give me Chuck and Larry.
I
You,
said
it wasn't though.
Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups 2, and Bedtime Stories.
We have a new winner
For the first time ever.
for the first time ever. It is Scooter. He got 3 of the 5 right, going from 5 to 1. Anger Management brought in $195.7 million. Grown Ups $271.4 million. Click $237.6
Oh, I forgot about Click.
million. Waterboy $323 million. Sorry, and then Big Daddy brought in $377 million.
Big Daddy's
You
a
had
good
3
movie.
right?
Scott had 3 right.
That was quick. If I had 5 more fucking seconds. Oh,
I know that would have been the next one that came to my
Of
brain.
course it would have been.
where was Chuck and Larry on the list?
Let me go up and look.
Nailed it. The walk off.
Congrats.
Yeah, good wins.
You guys
Congrats,
can't be
Scott.
mad at me
Good
for
win.
getting
Bedtime
the first
Stories
dub.
was number 9. Mr. Deeds was 10.
Deeds.
Don't Mess with the Zohan was 11. Chuck and Larry apparently was so bad it didn't
Chuck
even
and Larry
make the
wasn't
top
a
10
good
list.
movie though. It wasn't really a good movie.
It doesn't matter.
And
It's
a lot
supposed
of
to be
go with it.
money.
Just go with it. Wasn't on. 50 First Dates was number 6. You guys would have been close with that one. Grown Ups 2 was 7.
I went Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2 because I know they were both pretty popular, and generally you would need a recency bias with movies because,
They make
More
a lot
people
more
are going. to
yeah.
movies.
So,
Yeah.
but with that being said, everybody have a blessed day.
Go jerk off.
Bye.
Go Tigers.
Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Butthole. Check us out on Twitter as well, @Official Butthole, Instagram, @Official Butthole, TikTok, @Official Butthole. And if you have questions or comments, email us at officialbutthole@gmail.com. Also, make sure to check out our Teespring website where we have sweatshirts and t-shirts, and our website itself where we post blogs and whatnot. Both of the links will be posted in our description for the episode. Please leave a rating on whichever platform you're listening on, as well as make sure to hit that subscribe button so we can continue to bring you the great content we create, as well as make it even better for the future. We love you all. Peace out.